Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Scottsburg Board of Public Works. This is Monday, November the 14th, 2022. And we begin with our roll call by our clerk treasurer, Jan Hardy.
Mayor Amick.
Here.
Karen Gracious. Here. Tom Lewis.
Here.
Thank you, Jan. The next thing we have is the approval of the minutes of 2022 of October 24th, 2022. If you've read through the minutes, we will entertain a motion to accept them as presented.
I'll make that motion.
Tom Lewis makes a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Before we take a vote, did anybody come through and get any of the treats? Or did you happen to see the 8-foot or 9-foot tall polar bear that was walking through? Sculptures. Huh?
I saw pictures.
Pictures? Yes, yes. It was really fun. There was just a steady, Jill, how would you explain that? A steady flow?
Busy.
Busy, yes.
Yeah.
But,
She's glad it's over.
but it was a lot of fun. Everybody had a ball. And it just really was great where our Scottsburg Police Department had other roads closed off. Just a great safety idea. This was fantastic. So thank you, Chief Sellers.
You worked out well.
So with all that said, we have a motion to pass the minutes as
You've
presented.
already done it.
We already have. So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pass. Thank you. Unanimous. Sorry about that. Next thing is new business. The 10 East McLean, Charles Hutchinson lease extension. Have you had a chance to look through that? Is everybody okay with that?
Need a motion?
Yep.
I'll make the motion to approve that.
Tom Lewis makes the motion to go forward and extend
I'll
that.
second.
Karen Grisham seconds that, and that is a 24-month lease. Any other questions about this? Okay. Jan, anything? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Unanimous, thank you. The McCalla lease is the same thing. This is not for the entire property, just for the upstairs, what we've been doing there for mental health. So that's a 24-month as well.
I'll make a motion to approve that one as well.
Tom Lewis makes the motion to go ahead and accept that one as well.
And I will second.
Karen Bush seconds that. And, that's the Child and Family Advocates. So, any other questions before we vote? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous, thank you very much. The next thing is our sewer adjustments by our utility manager, the one and only.
They're passing around. I think they're down
Okay,
there.
I've got there at my spot. Okay, any questions on any of that?
No.
Okay, hearing none. We're up to Jan.
Okay. First of all, as I have about 4 different items to present on top of claims tonight. Chase has been working and speaking with the mayor about a lift station package that had been ordered 3 years ago and that they're not able to use it at this time or for anything we have. So we would like, he's asking, and the mayor and him have spoken on this, that we get this board to declare that lift station as excess,
Which means.
that then he could then
He could
sell it.
Oh,
Yes,
we can
We
sell
don't
it
have
now.
a use for it.
right, there's, yes,
So you need
a motion to, yes, to do that excess, correct, Josh?
a
Okay.
motion.
And I'll second that.
It's brand new equipment. Okay, so we have it.
Use it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Then do we have to bid that out? We don't have to do it. Okay.
It depends. That's one of those ones, approximate value and all that.
Okay.
So if it's above 2,500. But we talked about doing the Gov Deals website. So there's lots of options out there.
Okay,
Most
so
of
we'll work on that.
Most of the cities and towns are using the government websites because you get a lot more hits and they process all that stuff, do all the payments, money, you just get a check. So.
Okay, and then a couple other that we would need, we're asking for board approval on. Melina has discovered in trying, as you know, we're getting a new software. So in trying to get that up to date with what the new software company is asking for, She's sending out refunded credit balances that maybe have laid there on the books for 2 or 3 years, or maybe even longer. So we have been contacted by one company, and with it being like 3 years old, their company, E&E Property Management, has been dissolved. So when they received the check, they would not cash it. So we're asking for board approval to change that, we will void that check and make it to Henry S. Nisi, and the amount of the check is $99.80. So that is one request.
$99.
There's an 80 cents, yes. And again, these are where they pay a deposit for services. This has just been in the system and hasn't been refunded yet.
You just want to clean the system up then.
That's what she's working diligently on.
And this will be something that may happen over the next, hopefully, my goal is to have it done by the end of the year. So
We're
these
just,
kind of things could happen because we're trying to find people that their money's been sitting there for several years.
Who's the company that dissolved?
it was E&N Property Management,
So who are you gonna give the money to?
Henry S. Nisi, that is who is part of that company that has contacted the utility office. And Chantel has been the one that has been speaking with them.
Let me ask legal counsel, because there are other entities that possibly could be involved in that, can we do that?
You know, you mean as far as other legal
Well, I mean,
entities?
it sounds like to me there's more than one owner. Is there more than one owner?
I don't know, I mean, until the secretary said, I would have them sign something that they're.
Okay, and she's got the Secretary of State here.
Okay.
I don't know how many owners it said, but it just said it was dissolved March the 25th, 2019 by Connie Lawson. And that signature was this Henry, that I've asked, the Henry Nisi Jr. is who signed this, the Articles of Dissolution.
You may have to come out of woodwork, then you should have sent me the check instead of,
Well, I
Well, it's like the unclaimed property, I mean, that's the other alternative, you send it up to them and then it sets on the step.
right.
So we have to do this so often with our trustee council, and I would have them sign something, and you've got a paper trail showing that he's connected to the entity, it is dissolved.
He's requested it. and
He's
we're
the one
refunding it-
requested it,
and
yes.
We're refunding it to him.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yes.
from an SBOA standpoint, we've got board action authorizing the change, and we're gonna have something with a paper trail, so it's 90.
And we would put this on the claim, would be our thought, that when we change that and who we issue it to, this will be attached to the claim so we know where it is. Yes, Chantel did due diligence and she came and asked me last week, and Melina and I have spoken on this. And what we're trying to do also is, the fewer of these that we get returned, the better it is for us. So I have one more request of Eileen Losey. She passed away, and this one, yes. So I'm asking, and with,
Go to our daughter.
Melina, to Jana Piat. Yeah, that's the only survivor, and they're sending this to her, to Jana's Daytona Beach address, which they've done an excellent job finding some of these, and not just sending it to Rosewalk, to Eileen, who's been deceased for 2 or 3 years now. So that would be.
I mean, there's there's thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting in that deposit fund, and I mean, it's taking us a lot of time to go through each one, but I mean, that's one project that I feel needs cleaned up as quickly as
And
possible.
they're doing,
'cause
like,
they're-
because when I saw that Daytona, so we will put this claim on the next one, but we would like permission on those two.
You will see on my credit card bill, we purchased the white pages, and that has helped. I think that's where we got the one address from, so the Florida one.
Yes, so
So we have a motion then to go forward and do the refunds, send the refunds to both these folks.
I'll make the motion.
Tom Lewis makes a motion.
no second.
Karen seconds. Is there any other questions about this? Thank you so very much for all your diligence in trying to get this thing done. I'm here to say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous.
Okay, and then, we're working with GM Development, who did our sewer wastewater treatment plant. And we know that we're gonna have to, we've been under his insurance policy, but in the next couple, 3 weeks, we need to get that under our insurance. We would like, board permission to get an appraiser, someone that we know can go down and look at all those buildings and, you know, instead of us just trying to figure out what they're worth and everything. So we thought to get an appraiser and to at least start the process out, where they say, rather than being underinsured or
Yeah.
overinsured. So if I could get your approval to go ahead and reach out to someone that does those type of appraisals.
I'll make a motion to get a appraiser and
Second.
go down and check it out.
Okay?
We have a motion
Okay.
by Karen, second by Tom. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
I'll tell you this, a tornado's not gonna blow it over. Or an earthquake may open up and take it in and swallow it, but a tornado, those walls are massive. What else do you have?
Okay, I now would be open to a motion to approve the claims as presented.
I will make the motion to approve as presented.
Okay.
Second that motion.
This motion is made, seconded. Are there any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous, thank you very much.
And I think that's all I have.
Well, we're ready for our star. Officer, Chief.
I have nothing. We're rolling, we're doing well. Back goes the academy in January. We got him in, so it's official. Now we gotta get all of his clothes bought and everything. He'll be gone from January till, I think he graduates in April.
Wow. So,
Get him up there and get him certified.
3 months, 90 days?
Yeah, there's a different time period for all of them, but they have different tiers. So it's changed a lot when I went 31 years ago or whatever it was.
Where's you Air Force boys, you know?
Hotel. Just jealous, everybody's jealous.
I know.
it is.
I was with the Marines this weekend, and I was with the Marines, and they were telling some stories about some Air Force guys, but I won't repeat them.
That's all right. We used to fly over and look at him in the jungle.
That's exactly right, the way we So with that said, Counselor, do you have anything else?
I do not.
Okay. Do a motion?
Yep.
Jill?
Did you do the Moonglow Estates sewer bid and approve?
He didn't. I didn't know if maybe you'd remove that or.
No, I did not.
What is it
I did
now?
not remove it. Would you please do
I did
C?
skip one, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, there's been a Moonglow Estates sewer bid. This is such that, this is not a sewer bid. This is a drain, this is a stormwater. This is stormwater bid. There's no stormwater out in the Moonglow 2 subdivision. So if you go out there, you're gonna see people with riprap in the side yards because it's going down in ditches and it's running, so we were looking at the possibility of putting a stormwater, because all this property is going downhill, so that's gonna make a lot of runoff. There were massive berms out there. That dirt was pushed to both the east and west parameters of Moonglow 2. So, and we've had to hire a can, an earth mover, to move that and spread that out, so that's all been done. But at this point, we did have bids that came in, and we're still looking at those, so we're not prepared to move forward.
Why are they such vast differences in prices?
Yes, exactly,
Some oranges? or
exactly. And,
300,000 to 850,000.
yeah, big differences, big differences. So,
So to be clear, we would be tabling that.
We'd be tabling.
We're not rejecting all bids at this time.
at this point, that's correct.
We're not rejecting all of them.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. I would take action then to table it, so you at least have that in the minutes to reflect. I'm assuming we advertise it, we're awarding tonight.
Let's just table it. It's okay.
So we'll take a motion, take action.
A motion for tabling? I'll make the motion.
Tom Lewis makes the motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Greg Brishes seconds. Thank you very much. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Thank you.
So what's the next step?
The next step is that we're trying to figure out how to get it cheaper. This was not in our budget, and this is all new, and so we're looking at other ways. And engineering is looking at it.
So is this, these prices based on anything, or just
Oh, yeah, there's a
we had it on or something? What they were supposed to do?
yeah.
Why are they so vastly different?
That's a good question. When you're an engineer, you see these things, I would not have thought it'd been that much.
They're obviously not bidding the same thing.
It's huge. It's huge. And, so,
The motion's just supposed to say it was tabled, correct?
Correct.
yes. Okay,
Till next meeting.
so, yeah, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Karen?
I'll make a motion to.
Karen makes a motion, we're adjourned. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.